Hello everybody, this is Nick with SGW. In this video, our goal is to show you how to easily, affordably, and accurately install our forward moving lug, or FML. I'm just going to refer to this as the FML from here on out, into the main housing portion of your SKS Bullpup Stock Kit. And for those of you who don't want to install the FML yourself, for a modest fee, which we'll be posting on our site soon, you can send in your stripped main housing to us. We'll install the FML and then ship the main housing back to you. Now let's look at what the FML is going to ship with. The FML, of course, will come assembled just the way it is now. It's going to have what we call the medium pad already installed. It'll also come with a thin pad and a thick pad. It'll come with an assortment of nylon shims, and between the nylon shims and the different sized pads, you'll be able to micro adjust this lug to fit any SKS that can be fitted into our Bullpup Stock Kit, which would be basically any standard or near standard SKS. The package will also come with 2 different sized spring pins to help secure the FML into your main housing. It will as well come with a sticky back drilling template to make sure the holes are accurately placed, and it will come with a sheet with 4 different sized shapes on it. And basically you would just need to cut these shapes out, use these shapes to trace onto your furring strip to help keep the FML securely in place while the drilling is taking place. And we'll be covering this later. Okay, now let's go over the materials that you need to do an accurate install. You're going to need at least a 38-inch piece of 2x4 so that you can form a 90-degree base in case you don't have some sort of a vise that you can clamp the work in. You'll also need about 27 inches of 3/4 inch by 1.5 inch furring strip that you'll trace these shapes onto. You'll need some sort of a clamp. This is a $4 woodworking clamp that we picked up from Harbor Freight. If you happen to have a large C clamp, that would work just as well. And lastly, you're going to need a drill press. It doesn't have to be a fancy drill press. The one we're going to do the install in today is a very inexpensive $40 drill press that we bought years ago from Harbor Freight. Its head is kind of loose, but it's good enough for the job. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the installation process, which is basically 4 steps. Now, the first thing that we want to do is disassemble the FML. You do that just by taking out the 1/632 screw that's in the back. Just pull the lug apart, remove the lever, the lug, the spring. Then you're going to take the 2 housing halves and put back together. Reinsert the 632 screw. You'll have just the housing. Now the housing goes into the main housing component of the kit, just like this. It will be installed right into the slot. And the goal while we drill, we want to keep the lug housing pressed down all the way and pressed forward all the way during the drilling process, and we're going to do that with these wood pieces that we're going to cut out. So what you would do now, you would cut out these shapes. I have already cut out some of these shapes, and I've already laid them out on a piece of furring strip. You can see the A, the B, in this shape here. As the sheet shows, you have to have 2 pieces of this shape here. Okay, so we've got 2 pieces. We've got the 2 small pieces here, and we've got the one rectangular block here at the end. Okay, let's go on over and cut these shapes out. Okay, I've gone ahead and clamped down the strip. We'll go ahead and cut them out now. So there we have it. We have all 5 pieces cut. We'll go ahead and take these pieces back over to the work table and finish getting the work set up to drill. Okay, here we are with the cut pieces of wood shapes. I also use a little shim. You can use a quarter or just any kind of metal you have laying around. Basically to match this edge here, so that the piece of wood, when it lays across here, it lays straight. So I'll just put the shim back in the back. Piece of wood lays right on there. You can see how it's cut so it fits inside the main housing. This other piece will lay on top of it, and then we recommend putting some tape right around this place here. You want to stay away from here because you still have the other pieces of wood that are going to go into this space. This piece of blue tape is fine. That way, so it just doesn't fall off as you're trying to get all the pieces in. Then you get the 2 pieces here. These are going to keep the lug pushed forward all the way during the drilling process. It's really tight. It doesn't have to be super tight, but just nice and snug. Okay, so this is nice and tight. This lug, this FML housing is pushed all the way up and held in place by these 2, and these 2 long pieces of strip are holding the main housing. Holding the FML frame down all the way. Now, what we're going to do now is go ahead and place the sticky back drilling template onto the main housing side. You'll use this side of the main housing as opposed to this side, because there's not a lot of meat here. So you want to use the thick side, which is the left side of the main housing. I have a pencil, and you can see the stock kit here, the main housing component of the kit. There is a natural crease here that you can just pencil mark right in there. Okay, and then you're going to want to cut this template out. You don't want to cut out the black lines, you just want to cut right up to the black lines. Okay, and then you'll probably need to get first of all, let me show you where you're going to place this. You're going to place the edge of this line. Your goal is to place the edge of this line halfway onto this black mark, and then the top of the template will line up with the top edge of the main housing. So we can pull this piece off. Okay, there, I finally got it. Then you pull the sticky back off, and you want to, just like I said, place this right up to the line. And then just press it down. Then the drill holes will be right on the 2 dots. You can see the 2 dots right down at the bottom. And now from this point, you'll take your right angle. You'll place this just like that. Take this other shape. Then you'll take either your C-clamp or your wood clamp. make it nice and tight. And I also like you can get a piece of wood or some sort of a metal shim, or really any kind of shim, and put underneath here, just so the whole piece, as you drill this, it can't shift at all. So what we'll do now, we'll take this work over to the drill press and go ahead and drill the holes. Okay, we're at the drill press now. We're going to go ahead and get ready to put the work up here and drill the holes. I'm wearing my apparatus so I can see what I'm doing. You'll be using a number 30 drill bit, and what I always like to do is get a little punch and just kind of punch my work to make it easier for the drill to stay on the mark when I begin to drill. So we'll place it up on the drill press, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to start to drill on the hole, and I'm going to drill through the stock, and then when I hit the lug housing, I'm going to pull it out and put a little bit of oil in it, just to aid in drilling through the housing. So we're all the way through. So we'll go back over to the workbench and take the lug out and clean it up. Okay, here we are back at the workbench. We'll go ahead and take the work apart. See what it looks like. We drilled all the way through it. We'll check the inside, see how much slack we had. Then we want to clear out all the filings that are inside the housing. Make sure we don't have any burrs on the holes we just made. It's all clean. So we'll go ahead and reassemble the lug. So place the lug into position. You can look and you can see the through holes all the way through there. And at this time we'd get the two spring pins. As I mentioned before, there's a short pin and a long pin. You can look at the shape of the main housing, and you can see that the long pin would go down here, and the forward pin would be the shorter of the two pins. And I always like to, when I drive these pins in, I like to set the stock on a piece of wood, and if you're on a workbench like this, it's always good to set the work directly over the top of a leg, so that it's nice and sturdy. Okay, so let's get our pins. We'll get the short pin, because the first one I'm going to do is the leading hole, the one closest to the fore end of the stock. Actually, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to put a few drops of oil into the hole. I'll get a little punch. And there you have it. You have the pins in. The pins will flush out, and even though it looked like the pins went in really hard and tight, it's no big deal at all to drive the pins back out if for some reason you need to remove the lug, to either give it a very thorough cleaning, or if you happen to be in a state where you're not allowed to keep these things in, and you put it in when you go to a state to do any kind of shooting where you would use this lug. So that's about it. And our next video that we'll be coming out with, we're going to actually we're going to pick up right where we left off here, and we're going to show how to micro adjust the lug to fit whatever SKS you have inside your SKS Bullpup Stock Kit. Thanks for watching.